Hey, howdy. Man, with every mod that I make, this Isaac just becomes more and more of an eldritch abomination. Speaking of eldritch abominations of my creation, I've been hard at work with more mod stuff. And I think the one that I'm currently working on is in a state where I kind of want to show it off. Now, I don't think it's done just yet, but it's in a state where I'm happy to show it. Whatever that means. But the item in question is 50 blessings. Now you might recognize this iconography, but to those of you who don't, it's the emblem of the organization from Hotline Miami. Hang on, I'll turn off the music so I can think. So there's the Shadow organization in Hotline Miami, both the first and second game, that basically reach out to schmucks and tell them to put on animal masks and perform tasks for them. Either killing people or retrieving briefcases or stuff like that. So this mod is a replication of that. Just ignore the item pickup sounds. I've been hard at work at it with a completely different mod. But that debug text that you see over here is just some stuff that I had so that I could see what exactly was going on. What you're going to see in a little bit, because I have it set so that it will always happen on floor 2, because normally the floor that it picks out is random after you pick up the item, is just some floor after that point up to Shoal, I believe is the hard limit. And not including stuff like the Void, Home, Blue Room, that kind of stuff. Because that wouldn't really make any sense, would it? Well, all of those correspond to something.
I mean, it's alright, like...
All of them correspond to a different aspect of something that you'll see in a second. First number corresponds to the scenario, second number corresponds to the condition, third number corresponds to the reward, and the fourth number corresponds to the punishment. And the floor, obviously, is what floor happens. So let's see it. And I can press tab. It's a bit janky because the map is also popping up at the same time. But the boss is stronger. Kill it. The reward is enemies' health will be reduced by, I believe, 20% for the rest of the run. The punishment is you lose all pickups. Now, the punishment aspect makes a lot more sense with more tangible conditions. Because some of the conditions are things like don't take any damage, don't use or pick up any pickups. It's like when the floor starts and when the floor ends, you need to have the same amount of pickups. No more, no less. There's don't take damage, don't clear all the rooms in a certain amount of time. And as for the rewards are either 3 pedestal items, 10 random trinkets, 249 cents, or just 99 cents if you don't have deep pockets. What am I thinking of? Weaker enemies for the rest of the run, which is huge, or an all stats up. Now, those are all well and good. The punishments are also quite severe. Now that sucked. Well, first off, you might notice this Ragman is way tankier than usual. This is what it means when it says the boss is stronger. This is the least punishing of them by quite a wide margin. Because one of the conditions is also, it's just to survive. All enemy spawns are doubled. And I think I'm going to nerf that one a little bit. But, there we go. Now for the rest of the run, enemies will have 20% less health. It'll be a lot more manageable. And just to be clear, this only applies to enemies that are there... No. Wait, I'm thinking of a different thing. Ignore me. But the punishments are where the real fun happens. One of the punishments is just instant death, which is pretty great. I'll probably change it so that it reduces you to a half heart instead, so you still have a reason to continue the run after you've failed the thing. You can have that happen, you can have all of your pickups removed, you can lose half of your pedestal items, which would be brutal, especially late in the run. And the fourth and final one is the other thing, the main thing that I want to show off, because it's actually really cool. But to do that, give me just a moment. Alright. Pardon me. So, the condition is to clear all normal rooms, the reward is a bunch of money, the punishment is debt. Which, if you'll pardon me, let me just bomb through this room. Yeah, because I think the rest of the floor is over this way. The way to fail this is just, you know, to miss a room. Also, that is a planetarium. No, never mind. I skipped the treasure room, so that's not that unlucky. That's not that lucky. It's like a... Oh, I forget. It's a 20% chance, I think, if you skip the first treasure room, to find it in the second. Oops. And I gotta iron out some kinks, and obviously that debug text isn't gonna be there either in the finished product.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But you might wonder, what does debt mean? Well, you're about to find out. Or not? Well, this is embarrassing. Well, like I said, this is beta. This is a beta version. What is going on here? Just a moment, please. Alright, I got it to work. Ah, the joys of bug fixing. Either way, look right below the angel deal chance. That is my debt. While that debt is live, all enemies have more health proportional to how much debt I have, capping off at, defaulting at double health when you have the full 250. However, every time you clear a room, and every time you kill a boss or an enemy, that number can go down. Nice. And it gets to the point where it's pretty trivial. It's just like a very slight adjustment to health as opposed to a massive bump. and the ability for enemies to spawn with full health. In the case of boils, and basically just boils, it can be a problem. No, it's not exactly a run killer, but it is just an annoying thing that you have to get used to. And I don't think the... Call me crazy, I don't think the HP is actually applying properly, which is annoying. But again, this is beta. I suppose it's only fitting that bugs like this pop up. This is more just of a very early demo of potentially what's to come. Because I eventually plan to release this, and I think it's really cool. Particularly the text stuff. I'm actually very proud of how the text worked out.
You want it? It's yours, my friend.
But I mean, I think I've cut myself off here because I don't really have much else to say. I'll clear out the floor at least. If you have comments, suggestions, complaints, I'd love to hear them. It's one of those this is one of those mods that is made or broken by how fun it is to use and how the community thinks of it. So if you think it's too punishing, by all means let me know, and I'll try I'll weigh in myself and potentially fix things. Gotcha. But yeah, that's all I got for now, I think. Thanks so much for watching.